Well, this episode, Mel is having a hot girl summer that did not end well. Plus, Teddy's baby mama wants that old thing back. We are talking about all that and more on this episode of the Snowfall After Show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hi guys.
I don't even know if this is a shady kind of intro.
Right, I was like moving in slow motion. Like, I don't know if I want to be all upbeat right now.
I'm happy.
Ooh, after this episode.
Stress me out.
The Millie Rock is not appropriate right now. Well, maybe it is. Get
Maybe
it?
it is.
Millie
Millie
Rock.
Rock.
Every time.
They call it the Millie Rock.
Yes, Mel is off that rock. Oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna talk about Mel and her crackhead ways.
Okay.
Plus, we've got our special segment today and some news and gossip. First, I want to get you guys' overall thoughts on this episode.
Yeah. My overall thought is I am disappointed and I'm sad and I want to cry. And Mel, I just saw so much more in you, okay? You let me down.
Yeah.
Done.
Totally.
Miss Parker. Now, I know you done gone down the valley of the shadow of death. I see no evil. But hopefully in season 4 you come around. Just stop kicking it with Wanda. That's my only thing. Just stop kicking it with her.
I mean,
Turn
she didn't
around.
mean to. She kind of just picked
She
it up.
knew Wanda knew who the source was.
Go find some white friends. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know.
They do it too. They just do the
But
expensive
not
kind.
like that. They
Now,
got
see, they do the coke.
They got the expensive
They got
one.
the expensive
You gotta do the
stuff.
coke.
Like
Crack is whack,
Franklin's
remember?
coke.
It's all the same.
You
It's
can
just
function off of coke.
It's
But
just
we're
messed up.
definitely
it is not all the same.
They showed us how to
not
make it.
listen to that.
We're not advocating drugs at all here, though.
Coke.
It doesn't have
And
the same
crack.
effects, but it's still the same thing, is
No.
what I'm saying.
It's made of the same thing, but
Yeah.
it still
It's
it has
very
different
different.
effects.
If you was to do one, you shouldn't do either. You should definitely take the white people
The
type.
booger sugar.
You know what I mean?
Booger sugar.
Beverly
Oh, my
Hills.
Lord.
We call it Beverly.
But
All right.
anyway,
All right.
thoughts on the episode. I thought the episode was very heavy. I actually felt bad for Andre for the first time. You know,
For the popo?
you think
Still didn't
about
feel
he's still a
bad for him.
father,
For the popo?
and you don't know where your daughter is.
For the
You
popo?
know, come on, when you have kids one day, if you don't already have 4 or 5, you're gonna know.
I got 7.
Well, when they get to Mel's age and they're going to Spelman, you're gonna know that pain when they don't come home. You know.
They're not going to college.
All right.
Okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and get into it because we were all sitting here like, what the hell, Mel?
What the hell, Mel?
What the hell?
Why she get kicked in the face though? That was tough. Oh my God.
It's almost like I have no words. Let's start from the beginning. So because here's the thing, like we just said, they're not the same thing. And most of the time people always like to use other drugs and say that they're gateways. But I personally don't think so. But Mel may have proven me wrong in this series because we saw she was doing coke. She had a few bumps, okay. And then at the party, she decided last episode to step it up to the rock.
See, I don't want to say it is a gateway, but I feel like during this era, no one knew what the drug was or what it was really capable of. So I think she was just like, shoot, is this new drug out? It make me feel good. Boom, I'm gonna try it. And I think that was just everybody's case. And then later on, we find out that this was more than just a normal high. Like, you get addicted, you become Wanda, Ashley Lip, butter teeth, Wanda.
Yeah, right? Don't become Wanda. But I was going to say that, well, there were a few people in the neighborhood, you were starting to see the effects of it. But then again, I think it wasn't enough to where you would say, oh, that's what's going to happen to me if I do it. I think people were thinking that's not going to happen to me. I'm stronger. I can do it and walk away from it, not knowing how addictive it was. Because you're like, oh, well, you see the crack house, you see these people, but people always think it won't be them. You know what I mean? Like, I can do this and it won't get me.
Yeah, that's why I was disappointed in
case.
Franklin, because Franklin knew how it ravaged the community. Why did he think Mel was above that? Like, he thought Mel wouldn't turn into Wanda.
I think he's been so tunnel vision that he didn't care.
He didn't care.
Like, he saw people was, getting addicted and all of that, but he just been on his business, making his money, building his empire. But because it hit Mel this episode, now he's seeing these effects, and I'm really curious to see like how his character is going to continue on, because this hit home now. So it's just like, dang, what I'm doing is actually bad, and I just messed up my girl life.
Yeah, because even when it got to Wanda, it just seemed like that's just Wanda. You know what I mean? Like, it was her. It wasn't the effects of it. It wasn't how strong
Leon was in the car
Leon.
like, told you, bro.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
But here's the thing, Franklin's stronger than Leon. So Franklin gonna see it. He gonna see the play. He gonna say, well, Mel gone, bye-bye. And he gonna have to keep moving. Eventually what's gonna happen, I'm gonna say this right now, it's a predicament. Andre,
is that strength or just being inconsiderate in that?
No.
That's somebody you cared about.
I'm talking about Franklin here. I'm not talking about me. Okay.
Well, I'm talking about Franklin too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Franklin's about the money, he's about the cash. I mean, the community is going downhill, but he can't really stop it now. Somebody's going to sell it to the community regardless if he's there or not. He realizes that what's going to happen is Franklin's going to make Andre his PI. He's going to start getting information from Andre. Andre's already, he sees the effects of having it on his daughter. He's seeing the effect that it has on his community. He's going to buy out. He's going to say, hey, if all this is going on, I might as well get my paycheck for this and try and help my daughter in the long run. So Andre's going to start working with Franklin. Franklin's going to start making more money, and the community's going to go downhill.
You don't think it'll make him more upset to try to go harder on Franklin?
No. Andre is coming on Franklin's side. They're going to be working together.
That's a big leap now.
That's a stretch.
Okay, that's fine.
But speaking of Andre, let's backtrack a little bit. When he walked into Franklin's mom's house, everybody sitting there having breakfast without knocking, just walked into the house. What was y'all reaction with that?
I think he forgot what he had just did a couple weeks ago. Like, first of all, Jerome is a good one, because in real life, Andre wouldn't have made it out that house.
No, at all.
Period. He would not have made it out that house. I just cannot believe him.
Yeah.
Who just literally knocks once and walks in. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Your daughter is gone. Like, a dad will do whatever he needs to do to find his daughter. But the person that you kind of just took down, I would have, tread lightly on that.
That shows the
He is the
desperation,
police, though.
But he's suspended.
He's off duty and suspended.
And everything you just did to that family?
That's
But
the
he's still the
desperation,
police. He's
though.
still
Like,
the
that's
man
his
in
daughter. I think I probably would have done the same thing. In that, like, you're looking for your daughter, and you just found a wad of cash. Only one person can give that amount of cash in that neighborhood.
True.
It's Franklin's. But again, yeah, he was very bold, and to walk up in the house like that. Jerome had restraint. Auntie Louie's always like the strong hand. She just put her hand on him, like, just calm down. And he was like, all right, cool. I love Auntie Louie.
I love her too. But I know she probably gonna be pissed when she find out that they didn't take care of Wanda. You remember? They were supposed to take care of Wanda.
But
Yeah.
that's a killer, though? I thought you just like get rid of her.
No, I took it as take her out.
Really? Oh.
And they didn't.
She probably gonna come back for blood too, because of y'all, she went to go find Wanda when Wanda shouldn't have even been in this whole predicament to begin with.
Dang.
Everybody's lost for words,
Right?
No, that was really crazy, though. And then,
Did you guys think the worst when they found the car stripped and like a piece of her nail?
right.
Did we think like, well, maybe they, doing one of those like, like Shonda moves, like let me just kill off the important, one of the important characters.
I thought
like,
she was gone, because we've seen in Snowfall in three seasons, across 3 seasons, they have gone there at least once in the shock realm. We've seen it in season 1 with the season 2. Even this season, we saw someone get beat up in the back room. So with a nail gun, sign of struggle, car stripped in the middle of nowhere. The way he picked up the phone, I just thought maybe like. Not like maybe she was killed, but something bad happened to her. Maybe she got assaulted. It's a rough neighborhood, and she's a cop's kid. She's not having the best time. She's trying to leave, and she can't. Because her face. So, yeah.
I didn't think the worst. Mel's such a good character that they wouldn't just kill her off. She's just too interesting to the audience to kill off.
But that's why I said like a Shonda Rhimes move, because Shonda has done that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this character is super important. And so, so sometimes they like, for that shock value, some writers will like write off a character like,
but she's the only goody two-shoes in the show.
I think
that's true.
It was too much that we need to figure out about Mel before they let her go. I think we really just needed to see how this drug was going to affect her, and maybe now she may get killed off, but
No, she's not
we
going
had
nowhere.
to see that.
No,
She's not going nowhere.
She's not going
Yeah.
nowhere. She's
No,
too
just crazy
powerful.
predictions.
It's too powerful. Too many people who's looking at Mel like, what is she gonna do next? So they gotta keep her in the show. You wouldn't just kill her off like that.
I think it's more so because of Andre's character, because we gotta see he's going through a lot in all different directions. He's dealing with Franklin, he's dealing with issues with the cops. We saw him get pulled over and he wasn't respected at all, which I called 2 weeks ago when I was here. They don't respect you, brother. Anyway, and now he's going through it with his daughter. So I think they keep Mel around and they made Mel turn into this person that they didn't recognize, because now it's gonna affect Andre and make Andre change his moves. Maybe he's even more angry at Franklin. Maybe he goes and wait. Maybe
he's
he
going
goes
to the dark side.
I don't think so. So okay, so
Andre.
think about it. Your daughter's doing crack, and you know who the crack dealer is. I'm gonna be like, yo, let me join your team, crack dealer who deal with.
Nah, I think he's gonna see it as a loss. Mel's already gone. There's no. You take Franklin out, Mel's still a crackhead. She's still gonna find a crack for some new Franklin.
So what is the benefit of him joining Franklin?
Because he could still sort of protect his community in a different type of way. Not from Franklin, but like by working with Franklin, protect him from other drug dealers who are about to come in. Because Franklin's not going to be the only one pushing this
But what's
project.
Like have more
benefit,
control,
though?
like controlling it more.
No, I'm saying controlling the community. Because like if you become buddy-buddy with Franklin, now you know who's running the hood. So now you can kind of, you can run it in a more efficient, safe manner. You know what I mean? He already sees it so far gone. His daughter's gone. Community's gone. Okay, how can we make this less far gone? Let's keep Franklin in power. Let's work with Franklin and keep the other drug dealers. Because Franklin is a gentleman. Sure, he's a drug dealer, but he's a gentleman at the end of his drug dealing. There's going to be other people like the no-name killer who's just stabbing cats, didn't care. There's other people like that selling drugs too, so he's going to try and keep those people out.
By joining Franklin.
Yeah, it's gone. It's a gone case. There's no Andre's not gonna save the day. He's not Batman. He doesn't have a Robin. He doesn't have nobody.
Okay.
I think the only way he will do that is to hide the fact of what's going on with his daughter.
That's the only. That's what I'm
I
saying. That's the only way I can
think
see
if he
it.
does do it, it'll be a cover up. Like, oh shoot, my daughter is gone off of this. You know, let me just be in his good graces, because he can easily ruin me to see like you attacking this community and your daughter off the same drug that's going on here. So I don't know. Maybe that could be why.
I agree. Or maybe that. Maybe remember he said he did it for a favor, even though he was kind of lying a little bit to what's his name, big man, man boy.
What was that scene about? Me too.
Because like he really does care about Mel, but he has to keep a front. Like he's like, it ain't about no beef.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about, God, I got a favor with the guy, and then it turned him into a cool guy again. But he really does care about Mel, so maybe he's gonna exchange this favor. Like, you let off of us, no more raids, no more busts. You keep the police off of us, and we keep your secret. Or we keep Mel off. Something.
Yeah, because he did say that to kind of get him on, to get Andre on his side. Like he basically, Andre would, he owes him one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I found your daughter. You owe me.
Can we talk about how Franklin bossed up on them people though? Was like, do you know who I am?
Oh, he said,
I was
my
like,
bad.
whoa,
He had the
okay.
bass in his voice.
Yeah.
I heard it.
I mean, speaking of him taking charge and your theory possibly over, being over Andre and stuff, he's really making a name for himself.
He is.
And they literally was like, oh, okay.
Right?
Free Ray Ricky Rose.
Franklin Saint does not play. He does not come to play. But I know it still made me nervous when I saw the sweatshirt with all the blood on it.
Right.
That made me like super
You think the
nervous.
worst.
You do think the worst, but it wasn't really that bad. It was just that crackhead strength. I know y'all heard of that.
That crackhead strength?
That crackhead strength. It's
Define
real.
crackhead strength.
It's like the Hulk.
No, crack.
You never seen the crackhead strength?
This is crackhead
wow.
strength. You ever seen somebody leaning so hard that they was almost on the ground, but they wasn't on the ground
But they
yet?
went on the ground.
And they ain't got no shoes on, but they got like them
We
fat.
need images.
They got like fat. What do you call those bunions? They got bunions, and they don't feel the ground, but they be walking on like dirt and glass, but they be hanging off at the same time. That's crackhead strength.
But then, they could push a car because you know what I mean. Like,
Right, they
it's
gotta
just-
get this crack by
So
no
like you
means by any
hand
means
them a
necessary.
pizza, you hand them a pizza with a napkin, and then they eat the napkin. That's crackhead strength.
Okay.
So that was Wanda. Wanda
That's
had a
happened
quitter.
to me.
That was Wanda. She took our meal with
What's happening
that
to you?
one hit.
Yeah, we was handing out pizzas to the
I
homeless.
thought he had
and this-
crack
no,
strength.
we
You
was
ate
handing
the-
out,
he
we was handing out
ate the
pizzas to the
napkin.
homeless, and this one crackhead took we gave him a napkin and a pizza. He started eating the napkin. I sent him out. I was about to explain it to him, but I was like, nah, you already know. You won.
but that was basically Wanda. Had that strength. She took Mel out with one hit, but then came back with the kick with the skates still on.
Oh my
with
God.
The skates.
Somebody in the chat was just talking about Wanda. They said whoever played Wanda, she played the hell out of that role.
Yo,
Who was that
yeah,
girl
great
name?
job.
Because she
Yeah,
definitely
find her.
did.
Put her on the show.
Listen, you need to come because a whole 360. We've seen Wanda kind of evolve into this crackhead.
But brush your teeth before you come up here. I don't want to see no yellow. I don't want to see no kettle
was
corn
orange.
coming through your teeth.
Brown.
He's not kettle corn.
You got caramel coming
Oh,
through.
my God.
Look like the original Cheetos on your teeth.
Jesus.
Not the original.
Y'all, that kick
goodness.
was awful though.
It was so
That was a strong
bad.
kick.
She's having a rough time.
Just to chime in
Okay.
from the booth, the actress's name that plays Wanda is Gail Mean.
Gail,
Gail Mean.
sis,
Yeah.
you did
Bean.
that.
We're gonna get you.
I'm gonna need to
we gotta
learn
get
that
you on the
kick,
show.
too. I'm gonna need to learn that kick.
I was just more so upset because like Mel showed her such a good time. I mean,
Yeah, she got her hot dogs,
she got a
soda.
She did.
I mean, a free couple of laps around the skating ring.
You know what? That's kind of how LA works, though.
Is it?
You know, you
Trade
start
for
doing
trade.
stuff like that for people, they kind of slide on you like
They kick
that.
you in the
Kick you in the
face.
They
face.
kind of do. So if you plan on moving to LA, don't be a Mel. Be a Wanda.
Okay.
Well,
Without
don't
the
be a
crack.
Wanda. Don't
Minus
be
the
a Mel
crack.
or a Wanda. Be a Franklin. Boss up. My
There
bad.
we
That
go.
was bad advice.
Because I was
Be a
like,
drug dealer.
Don't be a Mel or a Wanda. Be a
Oh my
Franklin.
God. Big Rail Helmington said, Wanda turned out like Wanda from Holiday Heart. I'm dead. Yeah, that's crazy.
oh my goodness.
I don't know. That was wild. That was just that whole scene was wild
That
to
whole
me.
scene. And then
But-
she.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Was that crackhead strength also though? I mean, like how she just flipped like that, or is it only just like power? Is it mental also?
I don't think it's
mental.
I think it's mental.
strength.
I think it's a bit of both.
Definitely
Yeah,
mental.
I
I
just
think
think
it's
like
both.
you
Yeah.
do whatever you gotta do
Yeah.
for the next hit.
You can't fight crazy. You can't fight
Pretty
crazy.
much. That was really sad, actually.
My thing is, does Leon really still love her?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
so.
Really?
Yes.
Because like he
Leon
said, it's
loves
like
her.
you no longer become like they're not that same person. So he loves a person that Wanda's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Just the Rock has taken over, so he still cares about her.
But why does Leon still love her? What did she do in the first place?
I mean, that was his
What do you
girl.
mean
That
she
was,
did?
yeah, when she was straight,
No,
they were
I-
like she was
I-
holding him
no,
down.
I get
Remember
that,
the
but
first
like,
dude who got the key, opened the door, always has the key. He meant that for himself too.
alright, I guess. I don't know. I can't follow the bouncing because Leon is not Franklin, but he's still a boss. And I feel like somebody at that status of bossness in the coke game of LA shouldn't be worrying about some old crackhead who used to
But
like
see,
in
that's
high
what I
school.
said earlier when I was like, or is that just you being inconsiderate? Like you're just dismissing these chicks like the other guys were like, oh, y'all mad over some bitches? Like these are women that they cared about, regardless of their status of whoever they are, their bosses or whatever. They cared about these women at
Yeah.
some point. So that doesn't just go away
still a human
just because you
being.
bossed
He's
up,
still
just
cared
because they
about
got
him,
into
But they
crack.
cared about him when they were young though.
What do you mean young?
Young,
These
they
are
still
17-year-olds. These 18-year-olds.
This is all within the same year
This is still
too.
puppy love, right? It's all
I'm just thinking back to like when I was in high school. Like my freshman self was a lot different than my senior self.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I don't think it's from freshman year. Listen, Franklin did not start selling crack at 14.
Right. No, this is all from like
1 year.
his senior year, I think. Yeah.
He graduated.
Yeah.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
I think it could. Well, I do believe that he loves Wanda, and it could be that whole teenage love affair, blah blah blah. But I think this lifestyle is low key taking a toll on Leon also, because in these episodes leading up, we've been seeing how he's just been reacting. You know, with. Well, okay, I take that back. When he's asked to kill, he does it freely. But with the people that they're bringing into the organization, he's very cautious now. Like he's seeing that Franklin is trying to build this empire. But what was it, last episode or the episode before when they added that crazy dude from Inglewood in? He was kind of just like, whoa, what am I getting myself into? So maybe it's all just kind of slowly but surely eating him alive, and he's the next one to kind of like explode. I don't think he's gonna start doing drugs, but I think he's gonna be kind of like Jerome soon, and it's gonna be like, I don't know about this lifestyle anymore. I need to let it go.
Right.
Because he does all of the heavy lifting.
He does.
Franklin gives him the order, and he does it. So that could also be it too. He's finally realizing how what they're doing is affecting everyone else's lives.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he trusts Franklin much because like he used to not question Franklin at all. Now he's like, I wasn't gonna ask you in front of everybody, but like, what's going on with the FBI guy or CIA guy, you know? And like you said, everybody's pulling out, and Jerome don't really know what's going on. Everybody wants to do their own thing. I think Leon, because he is Franklin's best friend, he's just gonna be there off the string. But I don't know. Like you said, I don't think he's gonna be doing crack. But
It's like
I
he's
think
very
he's gonna
loyal, but he's starting to be concerned.
like, you know, and Franklin, again, like I said a couple episodes ago, he has this false sense of like, I don't know, I think he has a God complex, like he can't be touched, and he got everything going for him.
it's becoming that for sure.
But you also gotta think, how much money is Franklin making a week off of this?
I don't know, but he's a millionaire at this point.
Right. So you're gonna get some type of complex.
Right, but then look, you got raided. You people know where you stay. They showed up at your mama's house. Jerome almost died. Like, you have to realize that people are they raiding your people. Like, he could get touched, and your next door neighbor has it out for you. You are not as high up as you think. Like, he thinks he's like,
it's like he can get touched, but he has gotten out of all those situations too.
Yeah,
So that's gonna add on
for
top
now.
of
And he has
feeling like you the boss.
And he has like millions of dollars at his disposal.
and it could just go like this.
It can.
And I
But
don't think he understands that. It could go
I
like
think he
this.
does
Like
understand
hiding the crack stash at Jerome's business. Like, he see how he's
That's a bad
pushing
move.
it.
That's a
He's
bad move.
pushing it,
That
and he
was-
doesn't
that was hot.
understand.
That was hot.
He deludes himself to think like, no, it's just temporary, and they want to check because, you know, Andre's off, so they're not gonna raid us. Since they don't need Andre to raid.
I low-key think he should just rent out or like buy some ice cream trucks and just store them there. That was just
They
my,
were using
like,
ice cream trucks.
but
Clearly,
like
that's not a
lot
good
of them.
idea. Because somebody was
Like
gonna
a lot
rob
of
him,
them,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. But speaking of Leon, did you guys feel like he had like a moment of like, I told you so to Franklin, but was gonna keep it to himself?
Yes.
'Cause he was
for
in the
sure.
car like, damn, like you could really see it on his face like that. You know, another one. You know
But
what I
he's
mean?
such a good friend that he didn't put it out there. He was just literally like, bro, you good? I told you, you ain't want to believe me, but
No, I feel like he was gonna tell it to him, but later. You don't tell it to him right after the situation happened because it's hot. He's feeling emotional.
well, he kind of told him in the beginning, but he was still kind of compassionate about it. He was just like, you know, once you off that rock, ain't no coming back. And Franklin, he took it the wrong way, but I don't know. I don't think he gonna come for him later.
No, meaning that I told you so happened when he saw it. I don't think he needs Leon to remind him that I told you that she's lost. I mean, she looked absolutely terrible in the back of that car, and he was kind of like. It just reminded me of the sleeping like a baby comment that he made with a smile on his face. He don't got that same smile no more. You know, I think he really understands what he's done. I don't think he ever in a million years thought would touch Mel, but there you go.
Here we are.
He was almost in tears when he told
He was like,
Mama that she was off the rock. He was, she off the rock, and then ran to
Got that lump in his throat.
Cheers to the rock. And they asked me, I don't know, I just thought about Jay-Z when I saw that.
Anybody in the chat said anything else?
They're laughing at crackhead strength. LOL. Somebody is saying, Jason Sawatsky, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. I think they want Mel to drift into a darkness to then have her arc show the struggles of addiction and the difficulties of escaping bad situations for even the best of people as she overcomes it.
Come on,
okay, I get what you're
profound
saying.
thought.
Yeah, I think that also. I agree. I mean, they need. Yeah, they're showing the drug trade and they're showing like how they're making this money, but you also do have to tell the story of how it affected those people. And it doesn't matter if you've been growing up in the hood, you're an all-star basketball player, straight A student. Once you get hit with that rock, it's over with. Period.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Big Real Hamilton is saying having a feeling that Franklin gonna be set up blindly. Maybe he is by Andre. Maybe he's gonna use it to his advantage. Maybe instead of catering to Franklin, maybe he's gonna still go forward.
Yeah, like I can't call this one. I
They
can't.
work together. I'm calling it.
I'm sorry. I think
Andre
it's
and
gonna enrage
Franklin.
him.
No, Andre's gonna work for him.
No, man, it's time to take Franklin down.
No,
he
yeah.
was just about to find out where he laid his head. It's not just gonna switch because Mel's on crack.
Well, it's not gonna switch like that.
Because
but-
not only
got
it's
two
like
episodes.
not only the crack, but then all the money too. Even though the money wasn't for that, the money was for her to go to school. But then it was like she was able to, like, you know what I mean, come get that money and go get the crack.
And then can you imagine? She went to go look for the money so she could buy more. Like,
And for
all
him,
of that's
yeah.
gonna add together. He's gonna be like, wow, like,
Yeah.
this dude put my daughter in the worst predicament ever. It's all his fault.
Like him watching her, seeing her go crazy for
Over the
where's
money.
money?
Speaking of that,
money?
literally Mark Pritchard said, I wonder what Andre was thinking when Mel said, give me my effing money. She turned, like, she looks possessed because
Yes.
even how she's been interacting with this drug, like, she was high, she was giggly, she was in the car, like, she kind of snapped. But when they got to the house, I'm like, oh, did the high wear off? Like, is she okay?
I thought so,
And
yeah.
then she got in the house and was like, give me the money. I'm
Yes,
like,
that's so
like,
crazy.
I'm confused.
That is crazy. Like, she's in the they have to continuously. I thought at
Yeah.
first when she did the cocaine, that's how you can tell the difference between crack and cocaine. Because when she did the cocaine, she did it. She's functioning. She goes about her life. If she goes to party, she does it again. With the crack, it has to be high, low, get back high again.
Yeah.
Low, get back high again. It's a never-ending cycle. She is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got good rehabs in this during the 70s, 80s. Do they?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I think they was just still trying to figure out what it was.
yeah. Dang, Mel, you was about to go to
Yeah, so that
Spelman.
is the thing.
hell,
They probably
Mel?
don't know yet, like, how to get people off of this drug.
That's crazy.
No, they definitely don't.
Damn.
Yeah.
The thought of getting people off of the drug not even a thing.
It's not even
Yeah,
a thing
because
yet.
they're just confused. They're just thinking like
Like, fine, people want to take this stuff, fine, go
And
ahead.
because it's a hood thing, it's an inner city urban thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think
Yeah, they
people
don't
really.
care.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Man, well, okay. Well, we see that Franklin finally did find Mel and got her home kind of safely, I guess. But let's go ahead and move on to, they just threw these storylines in there tonight on this episode because I think they were like, oh, we have to still have something about these people.
some
They are
others-
still a part of the
right,
show. So we had Gustavo, who last week's episode, like the guy in the wheelchair, like he kind of needed his assistance, and then the guy's wife or girlfriend, I believe. Sister.
she was a part of it.
A
She's
part of
came
it,
in,
yeah.
mhm.
They, Gustavo wanted her help as well, but she was like, there's somebody threatening her. Like, she can't really be able to do it. Somebody is threatening her life. And Gustavo was like, what's the address?
That was so clean, though.
He found dude and tossed him straight out of the window.
Now with them, like, cutting to the scene, all of a sudden you see a body fall. I was
Like,
like, what?
I was so confused.
Can we get a warm-up? Dang.
Well, one, can we get a warm up? Can we get a scene of him leading up to this point?
Right, 'cause
We
we
talking
just-
about Wanda, and then boom, somebody fall out the apartment window.
And then really we just see the guy, but we guess we're going to assume that it was Gustavo, but it's like we really just see the guy in his apartment. And then, boom,
And then
he's
Gustavo
out.
just
Like,
walks right past him. That's my
like-
guy. He's back.
He's not back.
Hello,
Don't buy that.
He
Don't
got
buy that.
Gustavo.
No. You know what? First of all, the producers, y'all heard me talking last week about Gustavo. That's why you put that scene in there. He's not back. I did that fool me for a second.
You didn't see him coming, but then you see him
I
later.
seen him, Gustavo walking off. Like, all right, Gustavo, fine. Next episode, somebody's mom gonna be telling him to make cupcakes. Watch.
Oh, don't
Telling
do
you.
Gustavo like that.
No.
Speaking of cupcakes, Jules is trying to be up here cupcaking with Teddy. She wants to get back with him, but it's more so like, come be a family so you can get away from this, get away from the drugs, get away from this game, because she knows, that the DEA lady, her old partner, is looking for her.
Yeah.
And so like Jules went and spoke with him, so she's trying to cover up for Teddy, like she doesn't know where the girl is, but she knows that she's dead.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I think it's like, okay, this is getting to be too much. You know what I mean? Like, let's just walk away from this. But I think Teddy's in too deep where he
Way too deep.
Yeah, it's
Way
like
too
Oh, you
deep.
agree now?
Way too deep.
I think he likes it. It's
No,
beyond
he likes
his
it though.
job.
It's not even like, oh, I can't go back. It's
Teddy's still blowing
nah.
it.
He's definitely blowing it. I don't think he even likes it anymore because he saw that he don't got the upper hand no more when the drop didn't make it in Colombia. No, in Mexico. And the guy was like, well, give me my club. Like, he doesn't have the upper hand anymore.
So
That's
let me
in
get
too
some
deep.
straight. Y'all gonna big up Gustavo, but you gonna put down Teddy?
Damn, he gave
Gustavo-
him one little compliment.
Gustavo is taking charge, okay?
Oh, my
he is creating his own little,
Have you ever thrown anybody
cartel
out of a
business.
window? No. So you don't know what it's like.
You talking about one man going out the window. I'm talking about the cartel funding. I'm talking about Franklin funding. I'm talking about Avi funding. Without Teddy, none of this would be possible.
Yeah, none of it
Without
happens.
Avi, none of it would be possible. Without Franklin, it's like a.
No. You don't need Avi. You don't need Avi.
Listen,
You don't need
Avi's the
Yeah.
isn't. But listen, the whole point is that
Because Avi's
Teddy
mostly the guns first.
Reed does not have the upper hand. He is a key, yes, because the position
Major
that he's
key.
in. But he is not the man here. But he don't
Major
got the
key.
hat on right anymore. He used to, but as you can, he's stressing out.
No, he's not.
Every episode, a new problem. That DEA lady thing, when she died, threw him for a loop. He did not plan for that. Now he's in trouble.
Let
You
me
think
He
tell
that's
didn't, but
upper
he's not
hand?
in trouble yet.
Let
He
me
didn't
tell you
plan
something.
for it, but he kind of fixed it
Because
up.
now the partner's
There's
not
nobody.
believing nothing no one's saying. He know Teddy got something to do
True,
with
but
it.
there's nobody.
Teddy got this.
But they know. Listen, okay, all right.
Without a
we gonna
doubt,
see if Teddy comes
got
out
this.
a champion, unscathed, and nobody checks
Oh,
him.
he's gonna be scathed.
I'm gonna give you.
He gonna be scathed.
I'm gonna give you an Oreo
He gonna be.
cookie,
He's gonna
This
be
is the thing.
scathed. Wow,
Here's what I
Oreo.
say.
and you can eat it.
Can I get some Girl Scout cookies?
You can get some shortbread.
Samoa. I don't want shortbread. What?
Diz
I
off.
like Samoa.
I just like the peanut butter kind.
What?
Anyway,
You like my
$50
pops.
peanut butter cards.
Ugh.
Bring it back. Thin mints, but anyway.
You like Fritos, huh? I hate Fritos.
Oh, a Frito pie. But anyway, listen. Teddy, he likes it though, so he's gonna get his power back.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's like,
yeah.
all right, so what do I have to do?
Yeah.
I've got to work
Yeah.
with this dude.
Yeah. That's my man.
that's
Teddy
the first
Mack
time
in the
we agreed.
house. Teddy Mack in the house.
But
Put
yeah,
some
but no,
respect on that man's
he's
name.
gonna get it back because so he was like, ooh, that sounds all good and all, but I ain't gonna be able to do
You
that.
guys ever notice
Yeah.
how Teddy's always just cool, calm, and relaxed? I mean, sure, he might be in a sticky situation, but he always takes a moment to just be like, let me think about. Let me go walk over here. He knows his next move. Smart man.
Yeah. So we
I'm
hear on their own about
still
Teddy.
I don't know.
Teddy got this going on.
And
No,
wait
he
till
does
Franklin
not.
find out his real name is Teddy McDonald. Ooh, Teddy, you in trouble.
But what Franklin gonna do
Ooh, I
until
don't
he has
know.
another source?
Exactly.
He's got to be careful.
Maybe because you see like
No.
because Reed Thompson is this FBI guy and he got you out of jail. Now like Franklin is forever in his debt and is under his thumb. That power shift might happen now that his whole cover is blown. Now he knows that he's gonna find out he has a family. You know, like knowing someone's real name is gonna open up different things for Franklin. Not like Franklin's gonna go and kill him.
He's
Obviously not.
Nah.
But it's more so like, okay, I know who you are. I know your family is. Now you have something to lose. This whole anonymity thing is not in your favor no more. So like Teddy don't read whatever he wants to be called for the day. Does not have it all together at this point. I'm telling you, he's losing it. The stitching's coming unloose.
It is.
But at the end of
It
the
is, I'm not
day,
saying that, but I
at
think-
the end of the day, Teddy's still running the situation.
Yeah.
He's
Of
with
course.
the CIA.
Of course, but he does not have it all together. And we've
mean-
seen this from day dot.
At some point, season 58 or whatever,
Not 58.
whatever this ends on, Teddy's gonna be going to Franklin saying like, "Hey, you snitch out your crew or whoever, and I'll let you go scot free." It's still gonna be Teddy at the end of the day letting Franklin go.
Until
I think so.
until the FBI finds out that Teddy's doing all of this and they kill him too.
The FBI was probably making him do this.
No.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the only
I
way
think
is
he's a
unless
rogue
the-
person. 'Cause
yeah.
not everyone
No,
knows
he's not
Teddy's
totally
business.
rogue.
He's not
yet.
Not
rogue.
totally rogue, but
yet.
like the bureau, not all the bureau knows that this Teddy McDonald guy is doing drugs
Facts.
in Colombia.
That's
So
facts.
obviously,
That's
you know. But anyway,
I don't know. I think he's gonna still fall apart. He's gonna blow it, and Gustavo is on the rise. And we don't
That
have
was
to.
a soft
we
hand
don't-
clap. That was very. You don't say pow like it was the Powder Puff Girls.
We're gentle. No.
Cap.
Okay, period. We saw Gustavo is building his empire. We don't have to worry about a new connect, a new source, because Gustavo is becoming
He is
that
not
new
a fan.
Teddy. While Teddy continues to try to get all these clubs and be a people pleaser, because that's what's been his downfall since he has, started this life.
Gustavo
I
about
think
to die.
But everybody was dried up. It was more so Teddy had to do what he had to do in that moment because everybody was drying up. I got to get this product.
Yeah,
Well, we
because he
shall
had a
see.
gun put to his head because he didn't go there on business or just showing that he's the boss. He went there with his brother and let them tell him what they were going to do or what they needed, instead of Teddy being firm and going, okay, you guys are my source, this is how it goes. He let them walk all over him. Teddy doesn't know what he's doing.
period.
At the end of the day, when it comes to the power structure of Snowfall, Teddy's the most powerful person in the whole game.
We know that, but that doesn't mean that King's head does not roll.
He got
He
Uncle
could
Sam
fall.
on the side.
Okay,
Keep
we're gonna
going
find
about
out.
this.
Yeah. So as we continue to watch this season, we will find out what Teddy's fate is.
I do want to say though, what's her name? Jules. Jules. Do y'all feel like she should have like let him know what was going on? Like I understand like she's trying to save him and she's trying to get him out, but I think she should have just been up front with him instead of just going like, hey, like why don't you take this new job? There's a new opportunity that I want to present you with, because I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, Teddy doesn't know that this Tony Marino dude is after him or is going to what he did.
I don't think so, because I think he still would. He's in his mind, no body, no case. So I think he just knowing that would have not scared him. I think she was trying to entice him with something that maybe he would want, because just telling him that they're after him knowing like what he did to her body is like.
And
okay.
does Teddy know that Jules is doing this investigating thing in the first place? Is she doing it on the low? She's like playing both sides. Like she's doing her job investigating. Teddy doesn't know that she's snooping around. So maybe she didn't want to tell him because he's like, what is it your business? Like, why are you snooping around this? You know, what do you got to do with this?
Good point.
Yeah.
So she's trying to play it.
And at the same
So,
time, she knows that Teddy's not going to listen. He's still going to do Teddy.
Right.
She tries to play the emotion card, the family card. Smart girl.
Super smart.
Use your flower.
She gets more pretty every episode too.
Love this girl. Okay, so moving on.
Every episode.
Moving on. Before we get out of here, we've got to cram these in here. So, right, we're gonna go ahead and get into our special segment where we focus on a drug lord, and this time we have a female drug lord. So I'm gonna let
Another female.
Yes. Tyra, take it away.
Again, we do not condone the drug lifestyle or the drug lords. Put your hands down. But yeah, so today our drug lord is Veronica Maria Moreno Carrion. Let me know if I said that right in my little accent or whatever. AKA La Flaca. Now, what is so funny? Well, what's not funny, but what is, I guess, interesting about her, she was actually a cop before she got into the whole drug business. She was a cop, and then she kind of just like, eased her way in. And she's actually one of the first females to make a name for herself in the Mexican Los Zetas drug cartel. So this is one of the most dangerous cartels in Mexico. So anyway, she was pretty much the original La Flaca. Now, a La Flaca is it's a nickname for a female assassin. So it's pretty much people that they Mexican drug cartels recruit to come in and, they do the killings, they do all of the dirty work, but they pick these girls who are prettier, doesn't look like they're about it, and then boom, they flip on them, and yeah. So she's known for being one of the first females but first females over it, but also the first female to be a La Flaca, if that makes sense. So yeah, she was responsible for all the drug trafficking hotspots in Monterrey, Mexico. And the reason why she got the title of being over this cartel is because, well, one, the original leader, Raul Garcia Rodriguez, was captured. So they had her become in charge. And the reason why they put her in charge was because, she was just, I guess, that boss assassin. She was good at the cruelty. She was good at the execution. She was just good at torture, all of that. So, I mean, she was just, kind of a boss female. Yeah. Maybe that's where that police stuff kind of came in, and she was able to just intertwine it all or whatever.
It's good networking.
Good networking. Yeah, for what that is.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so unfortunately, it did not last long. In 2011, she was arrested by authorities while driving a stolen vehicle that held tons of drugs. So I believe she's still alive. She's just in prison. But her little time frame span, it didn't last that long, but I mean, for the time that she was in the business, she did a lot. Yeah. She was just that boss assassin, and that is Veronica Maria Moreno Carrion.
Boss. We don't condone it, but I do like to hear about the women because we just hear about so many men. You know what I mean? Being bosses and controlling this cartel and controlling that. And
I thought it was pretty interesting, and then we see in our show all the time about these cops who are kind of get deep into this drug life. So it was relatable.
Yeah,
awesome.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into our news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Damson Idris was awarded Best Performance in a British Feature Film for his role in farming at the Edinburgh International Film Festival.
Woo, Franklin!
This is his first acting award ever, so that's really exciting. And we hope to see him in different projects, different films and shows, and maybe he can get some more awards. Farming is going to premiere on September 27th in available theaters. I believe probably just in the UK. I don't think they show, maybe like they show international films and it's like certain theaters here in the United States. But congratulations, Damson Idris. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
He's amazing. He's a great actor.
Alrighty, quick predictions. Let's go.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'll kick it off. Andre is going to go ham, and this is going to enrage him that Mel's on that crack. She's looking for money. How'd she get $5,000? You know, he's probably thinking, you know, the reason why she was able to get this crack is because Franklin gave her the money and he gave her the crack indirectly. So it's going to cause Andre to just go crazy and bust some heads.
Teddy's gonna have a good night with Jules and Jules' friends and the friends of Jules' friends. And basically what I'm trying to say is Teddy's gonna get down to Mackin. He's gonna get back on his A game. He's running the whole drug cartel. He's running the whoever you want to call running them. And him and Franklin gonna get this money together. And eventually Andre's gonna join them.
Do you say he's gonna have a threesome?
I didn't say none of that. I just said he's gonna have some friends with fun with Jules and Jules' friends later with Jules' friends.
Okay.
Cool. My prediction is this whole male situation is gonna take a heavy toll on Franklin, and Franklin is going to question this life that he has chosen. He's gonna reflect on all the lives he has ruined and everything, and he's gonna be like, "Man, bruh, I need to get out the business." And then Leon is gonna shake him up and be like, "We got so far," and yeah.
So that's basically like my prediction. That's how I feel like Franklin's gonna kind of get in his mood. Like he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting that hit, and so like it's gonna take him a minute to shake back from it. It's gonna be Leon to be like, okay, because I've been here before. This is how we're gonna try to get out of it. And you're still gonna care about this girl, but this is what we gotta do, and the game don't stop because the money can't stop. And we just gonna have to put in the back of our minds what this drug is doing to people. So I think that's what's gonna happen.
Mel and Wanda's gonna start Crackheads Anonymous.
Anyway.
Good night, everyone. No. Those are our predictions. We will see you guys next week, and you guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at ElMarieTV.
You guys can find me on all social media platforms at _Tyra Prude.
All social medias at Emmanuel C. Wright.
You can find me on Instagram at Adaeze 188 Easy E.
Bye, guys. Bye. See you next week.
Our founder, Kevin Edagaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world. And we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows.